1% a day. 1% a day is 14 minutes and 24 seconds. The issue what I've been facing so far is consistency. Consistency, I always say to the players that I coach personally in football, is can you be 1% better every session? And a lot of the times as a coach you can tell people things but you don't take that on yourself, and that's what I'm going to do today. And that's what I'm going to do from now on. 1% of every single day I'm going to do this vid, and this vid's going to be different. Each day is going to have a few different topics. It might just be about planning my day. It might just be, if it's an evening video, it might be reflecting on my day and saying what I've done. And that could be just work, it could be some football sessions, it could be gym, it could be listing eBay. But it could also be a session that I'm finding quite interesting recently. So it could be sinkholes, like love all things like that. Well, I don't love a sinkhole, but I love looking at things like that. It could be sharks, it could be podcasts I've listened to recently. It could be a new gym routine I'm trying. So it's all part of just being better by 1% every single day. And if you've seen the old journal videos, I used to journal quite a bit and I used to really enjoy that, and it used to help me quite a lot. And then I stopped because I got too busy. So this is an excuse. This is no excuse now. Everyone should have 1% a day. It's also an idea I learned from one of the people I was lucky enough to speak to recently, called Pete Cohen, and he does a podcast series called My 365, which is the same time, 14 minutes 24 seconds a day. And what he does is he'll have guests, or he'll talk about things, and his a lot about self-development. And when I spoke to Pete, he was part of a community I'm in, and he done a talk for Christmas, and he's also the coach of one of the leaders in the community. I was speaking to him and I was talking about football coaching, and he said just about putting myself in those areas, and that goes for everything, I believe. And how am I going to get better at YouTube? How am I going to get better at speaking? Because I'd love to get better at speaking. How am I going to get better at self-development? I've got to put myself in those areas, and doing this, speaking to the camera like this, and forcing myself to just dedicate 1% of every single day, I mean 99% of my day spare, gives me the chance to improve my speaking by talking to a camera. It provides me the chance of self-development by talking about what I've done and what I'm going to be doing. It allows me to actually grow and actually look into topics what I want to talk about on here. And it just allows me to be more consistent. Because if I was to do 1% of every single day, 7% of a week, amazing. Wow. And well, it would be 1% of a week, wouldn't it? What a stupid thing from me. But I've just got to keep going. So today's video, I want to talk about a little bit of that. I also want to talk about what I've been doing. I want to talk about what I'm going to be doing. And I also really want to talk about the Christmas period. So, start off with today. Today, I woke up at 6. My girlfriend had to go to work, so she had to leave at 6:30 to go back to her house to get ready for work. So I woke up at 6. Was thinking I was going to go for a run, but it's pitch black outside, as you can see. So I thought I'll just go I made a little home gym. Over COVID, it was one of those where I just buy and sell, and then I just left myself with the nicer equipment, what I wanted, sold the bits that I didn't want. So I've got bench press, so I'll show you a little bit around. I've got a few different bits. So I've got my multi-gym set up, I've got my rack, bench, load of free weights, got a Bosu ball, I've got some kettlebells down here, got all my free weights, then I've got treadmill, Rambuscan bike or something, I believe it's called. Then I've got my punch bag, I've got my twist balls, a vibrate plate. Then down here I've got all my slam balls and medicine balls. So great little setup. Don't need anything else really in here. Obviously it's always nice to get some new equipment, but really good little setup. So this morning I'm going to try to do the same workout every day. It's a full body workout, so if I do miss any, I don't want to miss any, but if I do miss any, I still haven't missed out on things. Start with 5 minutes cardio, then 10 minutes on the bench press, then 50 setups, 50 crunches, 50 setups again. Then we go back to the bench press for 10 more on the bench press. Then we're going to do a bicep workout, which is 10, 9, 8, 7. And it's 10 full reps, 10 top reps, 10 bottom reps, then 9, 9, 9, then 8, 8, 8, and 7, 7, 7. Okay, so nice and simple in that bit. Then we're doing 50 squats. At the moment, I've got a bit of a foot and ankle injury, so I've been using the ramp. Only small weighted squats at the moment, so I was only doing 10, 15 kg on there. Doing 50 of those, then 10 bench press again, then 50 kettlebell swings. As I said, I've got bad foot and ankle at the moment, so I was doing the 8 kg, is it 8 kg? 9 kg on the kettlebell. Just not really a lot of weight, but it's just getting that movement still. 50 of those, and then finish with 20 crunches. Okay, so if I'm doing that every single day, that's probably going to take about, what, 20 minutes or so. Also part of every single day's routine is a few little bits. So I've got some bits listed on eBay, and it's been listed on there for a while. So what I'm planning on doing is also listing it on Vinted. So one item every single day I'm going to be putting on my Vinted. So today I'm going to be putting a pair of my old one. I got bought them for me, but I don't play indoor football. So pair of like indoor football boots. I try those on Vinted. Same price as what I got them from eBay, maybe a little bit cheaper. Just to try and get some more sales in that way, because it just gets a bit more extra money. It's always good. Me and Mrs. saying for a house, so every penny counts really. Also doing a thing where we're trying to save more money this year for the house. So we're going to be, rather than just spending whatever's in our bank account really on the weekend, every week we're going to put £20 each into a little account. So it's £40 collectively for every weekend. So then if we go out, we can only spend that £40. However, the little bit is if we have a chill weekend, we can still put the £40 in the week after, and it goes to £80. So it's just a collective account which can grow over time, compounding. However, we can also just spend the £40. So if we know we're going out and want to go for a nice little weekend away, we might want to save a couple of weeks beforehand, so we've got a little bit more money, and then we can actually properly save more, rather than what happens like the other day. We went for this weekend, last weekend of 2025, went for an Indian for 85 quid, then we went to shops, another 25 quid, done another shop, another 10, 15 quid, and just keep building up, and it adds up quite quickly, and you end up spending 100 quid a weekend. And yes, that's all right if you've got not as many bills, but if you're trying to save, you don't really see it at the time, but then at the end of the year, you're like, oh, I've just spent 3.5 grand, just like that. And it's very easy to do. Not 3.5 grand, it could be something more, it could be something less, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, trying to get rid of this. Also, there's so many things I've got on eBay. So if you look on here, and I've got some more bits to list. So I used to love a charity shop. And all my clothes, I never bought new for like 2 years. But we got all of this. I got all of this here. Right, it's a lot of stuff. So if I can list that, I've got some more indoors. I've got a list. So I normally sell 1 item a week, 2 items a week. So like Tommy Hilfiger t-shirt, or Tommy Jeans, sorry, t-shirt. You might have saw down there, the white one with the like graphic on the front. Sold that. Well, I've got a bid on it at the moment, so I left that to the side. And then yeah, just keep trying to build it. So then slowly you can build up some money. That was a bit creepy, wasn't it? There's just like a weird noise somewhere. But my door was locked, the garage door was locked, so I should be safe. Fingers crossed. God, that's really thrown me off, that. But yeah, so you're going to try and sell like a couple things a week, list a load of stuff each week. The other thing I want to do every single morning, so I want to do some morning workouts, because I normally work in the evenings, is reduce all my eBay piles. So that will include refolding the whole pile. So this morning it's the long sleeve t-shirts, because we've got a bid on a long sleeve t-shirt. Refold it so it's a little bit nicer. So as you can see with the jackets, after selling a few, might be the bottom one, that's all gone wrong. So yeah, like this bottom pile down here, nice now. This pile here, nice now. This pile here, So it's just doing it little bits like that to make this gym a little bit nicer. Once I've resorted all of those clothes out, then it will be tidying bits of the gym each day. So at the moment I've got my footballs and stuff down here, which I'm selling online, which are my extra footballs and a whiteboard and some cones, and 2 pop-up goals. Once they're sold, then that will be that clear. But then the rubbish bin I haven't emptied for ages because it's all just like it's hardly full, but it's going to empty that. I want to put some new dehumidifiers in here. I need to dust. I need to wash the windows. All bits like that. Even like over here, that it's just it's not tidy. So every day, part of my gym routine is just going to be tidying for 5 minutes, refolding clothes, redoing a pile, bits like that. The other thing is I'm trying to change my fashion sense. So what I'm wearing now is more that old money look and all of that. More so it's just not recycling clothes, it's just the same clothes all the time. And then I might change one piece over time, but it's not buying something and then selling it, buying something, selling it, buying something, selling it. It's buying something, I'll keep that for 4 or 5 years. Whereas at the moment, what I do is I buy something and I'm not like it as much. And just stay in my wardrobe because I think, oh, that's cool. But then change stuff in my wardrobe and nothing will match that. So it's like, so if I just keep to one style, that's what I'm going to try to do. Old money style. I'm also dedicating £50 a month to rechange my whole wardrobe. So I'm very lucky enough to be able to put that money aside. Really lucky in that sense. So last month what it was a Crew Clothing polo. Obviously that rugby polo. Then next month, I'm not sure, pretty much I'm going to be taking a back seat because I'm not good at all that sort of stuff. I'm also quite tight when spending money for myself. So I'm just going to give my missus 50 quid to be like, find me a couple of nice things. It could be multiple items, it could be one item. But yeah, find me something at 50 quid, be free. So yeah, that's the plan with that sense. And today, I've only got, 2 minutes left of this video now. So yeah, today, all I'm going to be doing, I've got a plan, 2 sessions. I've got 2 sessions later. So I've got 2 football sessions I've got a plan. Then after that, I'm going to list some of the eBay I spoke about earlier. And that also includes tidying my room. I might start to put away my Christmas tree as well. So I've got a little bit more space in my room. And you can tidy that way if I've got the time. I'm going to be looking at the charts. I've already made a couple trays this morning on gold. But I want to do a little bit more. Get in before the 9:30 session. So you have some charts already lined up. Then on the 9:30 session, I do a different sort of setup. And it's more of like a scalping sort of 1 to 5 minute sort of trade, nice and quick. And yeah, that's pretty much it, what I've got to do today. Tidy, plan, do some sessions. I need to pack my clothes ready for tomorrow for work. Get everything ready, because I've been away this weekend, and also obviously Christmas. Room is a mess, clothes are everywhere. I've also got to wash the clothes that I was wearing on the weekend, which obviously I've not been here, so I need to tidy that up. Shower obviously, because being at the gym. Don't look like it now, calmed down quite a lot, but to be fair, it wasn't a sweaty workout, it's more just muscle and that grrr. But yeah, nice and easy. So that's been 1% a day, and gonna do this again tomorrow. Gonna see if I can wake up again tomorrow at 6 o'clock, because I quite like this setup. Wake up in the morning nice and early, do some of the non-gym things, then do the gym. Then when I'm feeling pumped and I'm ready, then I do this video. I'm feeling good about myself, ready for the day. It's only 7:35 in the morning. We've done our gym. We've tidied a bit of, we've tidied our eBay thing. We've got our stuff, what we've got a bid on. Just got a list on eBay, on Vinted. And then I'm done. The video's done. I'm done. And I'll see you tomorrow. 1% a day.